inspire.
Everybody that you actually want to do that job don't want to do that job.
Yeah.
You know, if it's this hard being a comedian, I can't even imagine. Even a guy like Obama, I think about it, that shit looks really hard to do being black. It sounds trite, but it's not. That was a cultural. It was like the moon landing, seeing somebody who's not white be president of the United States,
especially with a name like Barack Hussein
Obama. My God, man, we did that. You know, I'm fond of what that meant culturally. You could argue about policy, this, that, or the other, but I'm, you know, Ohio, we voted for Trump twice. We voted for Obama twice too. It's an interesting swing state, Ohio, and normally we pick right. Like whoever we pick is the president. This last go around being the exception, maybe the only exception. You know, fuck politics, man.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's feckless. I'm telling you, I'm on my kindness conspiracy. As long as I'm kind to people, like if we live by an ethic of kindness, if we foster trust amongst each other, it will matter less what corporations and politicians say because we'll be able to trust our society's cohesiveness.
Yeah.
But if you politicize these things, it's going to become increasingly difficult to come to an understanding and agreement.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I think it's so difficult when people get attached to whatever political party they're in. It's very difficult for them to disagree with that party, and so easy for them to go along with it, and then so easy for them to hate the people that are opposed to it, the people that are on the other party. It's such a binary thing. It's so dumb.
It's also a cold thing to do in front of all of us.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people feel that way.
No, most people don't.
No.
But when we're talking in groups, that's when it gets weird.
Right.
Talking in tribes.
Yeah, it's getting tribal here. I don't know.
More than ever before.
Funny? I don't even really know what you politically believe or don't believe, but who gives a fuck? I get along with you every time I see you. I know you're funny. You're a nice dude. We laugh about shit. We learn shit from each other. You're from Boston. I'm from D.C. It's two very different types of places and types of cultures. But this culture of comedy, this common denominator, makes me feel like we're of the same tribe.
For sure.
And there's trans people in my tribe, and there's white and black and Asian and all kinds of people, and all of them are committed to this concept of levity, and we all get there different and interesting and unique ways. And what's wrong with that? It works. And we say terrible shit to each other all the fucking time. Everyone's fine.
But it's fun. We look forward to it. But it is a tribe. It's a different kind of tribe.
Normally I get up in the morning and I dread getting on a plane if I have to go do a work thing. I was excited to come here today. Not to be on a big podcast. Oh, I'm going to fuck around hang with Joe. I'm sure I probably said 4 things that I wiped already. I don't even know it yet.
No.
I'll take a look at the comment section.
You haven't said shit. Everything you said is dead on.
Likewise. Hey, man, you got any cups? What is this thing you got with this buffalo
whiskey?
on it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see you and not celebrate. Now, obviously, is this some cheap shit, Joe?
No, that's the shit, bro.
Kentucky straight bourbon
Buffalo
whiskey.
Trace has been around longer than America. That's 1773, that company.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Tastes like slavery. Let's get it. Hey, Fingers, you don't got a cup, do you?
Right here.
Oh.
Poured out your water.
Oh, my man.
Cleaned it out.
That's good, okay.
All right.
Water, who drinks that
Celebration.
shit anymore? All right, so sell it to Joe Rogan.
Celebrate. We don't need ice. Come on.
Nah, yeah. No ice.
Thank you, Jamie.
Marlon Wayans was at my house in Ohio
Salud,
the
my
other day.
brother.
Cheers, man. Salud. Marlon Wayans, I got to tell you, is one of my favorite people. He's a wildly consistent dude in my life. I used to hang out in Hollywood, and sometimes I drink too much, but I knew where he lived. He was like one of the only people I knew where he lived, and I just knock on his door. And he'd open it. He got some room in his basement. He just stole blankets, and then I'd sleep.
Really?
Because I trusted him. Yeah, he's just a fucking cool dude, man. He's a funny guy. He's a cool dude.
That's awesome.
Anyway, I brought him up because he came to my shack. That's where I do my shows. It's like my little hangout. I got a little clubhouse around corner from the crib. We all just hang out there. Nothing nefarious. But Marlon was so incensed that I didn't have ice that he bought me an ice machine. It was the weirdest gift. He didn't even tell me. He just sent it in the mail. Who does that?
Tell me about this club that you're opening.
Comedy club?
Yeah.
Had a conversation once with Chris Rock. Yeah, I love Chris Rock too. I love all comedians, but Chris and I were talking about, and this is an interesting question. I'm going to see how you feel about it. I said, how many seats are you optimal? Like, when you look at a crowd, how many people do you want to see out there where you feel like, I'm home? Chris said, like 6,000. I forget sometimes. Got big star. Me, 200. That's like a sweet spot for me. That's why I love playing the punchline, you know. Mm-hmm. But I don't even need that many. The Belly Room, one of my favorite rooms on earth, is the Belly Room at the Comedy Store.
Yep.
That's like 70 seats soaking wet, right?
Yep.
I would make this club 120. This club is not for people who are trying to count the gate. This club is for people who want to like rock, like really get into some shit, like try some shit out.
Yeah.
It's like when that alternative scene in the 90s, for people at home, Joe, I'm not saying this, I know you know, but in the 90s there was an alternative, what they called an alternative comedy scene. This was Patton Oswalt and Janine Garofalo and Dave Cross, Bob Odenkirk, these type of people. And it became real popular. It became like a scene. And I would check it out. Now, traditional club comics hated that scene. They resented it because the things that was going on there, these jokes weren't structured. It was like a lab almost. People would go there and try shit out. What was interesting about it to me wasn't what the comedians were trying as much as it was the way the crowds would listen to them. Like, it was one of these setups, if you went there and just did your act, no matter how funny your act is, that's not what they wanted to see. What they wanted to see was someone take a chance. And that shit was like heaven on earth. When a crowd pushes someone to just try some stuff. You don't have to land the trick, but the beauty is in the attempt. Just try it. Whatever this thing is that you're worried, it makes you nervous or uncomfortable. And that scene made a profound impression on me, that was possible, that you could make a crowd into that.